Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So I have been working on my Folks of the Forest journal this morning, trying to get it ready to sew in to a little bit of fabric which I'm going to actually stick into a journal cover. So I haven't finished all of the signatures because I'm going to wait until I've put them in. I've done the basics of them, but I'm just going to wait until I've sewn them in to the actual cover to finish them off. So what I've done, I've got them all ready. I've got them all lined up like this and clipped together so I can make the little holes. So they're all done. Okay. And then what I've done, I have got a piece of fabric and I have got this, which was my template. Now I'm going to make the actual spine 4 inches wide because I want it to be quite a nice big one. It's going to turn out really quite similar to my Friday freebie journal, the big one. So I've got 4 inches along this way, and it's just a standard size for a piece of A4 paper. So what I've done, I have folded it in half, so you find the middle, but you don't have to do that. That's how I did it. But you've got 4 inches, so obviously the middle is going to be 2 inches. So I've just marked 2 inches, and then I've just gone ½ an inch down, and then ½ an inch this way. So that gives you 7 holes on there. So that's what we want, and to get them, and then what else I did, I folded it in half, and then that's obviously where your middle bit is, and then I folded that into the middle, and then I folded, once I've got a crease there, I folded that in like that. So that's your lines, and then I've just made little holes there and did the same at the bottom. So, and then we've got our strips. So that is the template, and then to get it onto the piece of fabric, now this fabric I have done, I think it was 8 inches. Yeah, it's about 8 inches. So I've got 4 inches in the middle, and I've got 2 inches either side. And then what I've done, I just popped holes in here with my, wherever that's gone, there we go, with my awl. I just popped the holes in like that, popped it onto my piece of fabric, roughly in the middle, and then I got myself a pen like this, and then I've just gone through the holes and marked them like that. So then you've got the imprint of them on the piece of fabric. So that's what I was doing, working out how to do that this morning. And then what I'm going to do, I've got my signatures. I'm going to start from the back. So I'm going to take the back one, and then we are going to sew these in like this. So we're just sewing it to this piece of fabric here. And then what I have done, I did make the cover. Now this cover I've just made out of some board, which is canvas board, which I had because I didn't have anything. I wanted a nice hard cover, so I've just cut a piece of canvas board. They're really inexpensive. They're the cheap ones that I just do my mixed media on. So I've just cut them down. We have the 4-inch spine here, and then what I really did, I just sort of eyeballed it myself like that. So you've got enough room at the top and the sides, so which will work out to be, because I didn't really measure it, 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. Okay, and then we have the 4-inch spine on there. And then the idea of it is to, because obviously because I'm using the board, I couldn't, you know, it's difficult to sew through this and poke holes through it. So what I thought I'd do, I would just stick this in. So once I've sewn it onto this, I'm going to just stick this in to the cover, but which means I can decorate all of this on its own without having all the journal pieces in it, all the signatures in it. So that's what I did this morning. So I'm going to attempt to sew this in. So let's see, but we're not right now. Not right now. I need to make some little holes. So I'm going to take my book, and I'm going to use this one because I need it to be the right width. What did I do with my little template? Right, that's the top. I'm going to fold this in half and pop that in like that. And then I'm going to take my awl and I'm going to just make some holes through there like this, just so they're in the right place. Take this out. I pop top on there so I know which way they are going to be. So that's that one. So I'm just going backwards through there. I'm going to take this, pop that in there, line it up, make the little holes through like this. Take that out, make sure we've got them going through nicely, and then pop that over there. So it's just making sure everything. I've stuck these little iridescent flowers on here, but they haven't really stuck down very well, so I might have to sort of do that again. That was my little magic tree. Look, they're just falling off, so I might have to rethink the middle of this one. Let's just see. Make sure that's in there nicely. Make sure everything's in the right place. Pop them to the side. Now one of them, oh, this one I have done, I've popped some paper in the middle like that. So this is my middle signature. So I've added a little bit of extra writing space on this one, which I am loving. I think it looks really nice. So let's just pop that in there. Because it's sort of like a nice little forest journal. I'm not worried about things being not lined up properly. It can be sort of like a little bit rustic, can't it? So I'm not worried too much about that. So let's just go through here, pop this in like that, make sure we're nicely lined up, pop these through. This is a, you know, quite a simple way of doing it. Not that I can sew signatures in very well, as you know from experience before, or if you've seen me try and do it, I get all the fingers and thumbs. So what I will probably do, I'll just sew one in and show you, and then I will do the rest off camera. There we go. And then come back. Right, this one, which is my first one, is it this one? Or maybe not, probably just made holes in this one where I've got some extra papers. Let's see if I've got that in there correct. Yes, because I've got extra papers in there. So I think that's just about caught both of them. Okay, let's just do this one. Pop that in. Pop the little holes. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm going to take this away. Pop that on my shelf. Now I'm going to go back this way because I want to start from the back. So this one. Right, I've got all my bits of thread ready. Now I'm using the wax thread, and what I've done, I've just measured them 3 times the length of your journal, so, and then cut them off like that. So that gives you ample enough room or enough thread to, you know, tie it off, so you don't have it. I'd rather have too much than not enough. So let's take this one, and then we're going to just go on the back one because this is going to be the back one. So let's just see how we can do this. I'm going to pop it through the middle and through that middle hole like that, and then I'm going to go down through here first just to show where the hole is. This is why I will probably have to do it off camera because we're going to be all fingers and thumbs otherwise. Now I'm going to have to go through there and then through there. There we go. Because else I think I will probably make you all dizzy by twisting it all around. So you go through the middle one and then you go through either end, whichever end you want. I've just gone through the top or the bottom and then go back down through there, through there, all that through, and then we've got to go back up through the middle. So we go through, let's see, through there, through there. Can you see? I will make you all dizzy going doing all this and through there like that. I think once you've got, you know, a couple in there, it won't be so difficult to do because I can clip it together. Now I'm not going to tie them. Right, so it's got to go this way. I'm not going to tie them tight on there. I'm just going to leave it open just in case they're not in the right place and they are a bit wibbly wobbly like that. Okay, so that's the first one. Shall we attempt a second one? Let's see. Let's just thread this. So I'm using wax thread, and I find that wax thread holds a little bit better. It's not so slippy, which is a little bit easier. So let's go down through the middle, through this one, like that, and then we want to come up through there. So where's the middle one? Through there like that. Turn it round, back through the bottom, through there, like that, and then we will go through the middle one. Oops. And through there. Like that. There we go. Oh, that wasn't too difficult, was it? Pull that. There we go. Lovely, I think. Okay, so then we've got 2 signatures sewn in. So that looks all right, doesn't it? So that means because we've got sort of like almost like ½ an inch gap here, we can make these a little bit more thicker. We can put a little bit more stuff in it, and I can actually pop a little bit more on the front of the journal, of the signature, and on the back of the journal, because we have this bit of room here. So there we go. So I'm going to quickly get on with sewing these, and then I will be back, so I won't be too long. Okay, so there we go. I have sewn them all in like that, so that's not bad. That's quite tidy, isn't it? Not that you're going to see that anyway. So what I'm going to do, let's take all these little clips off, and then we can tie them up nice and tight. I love these clips, I really do. Let's just take these off, pop them to the side. Perfect, lovely. So let's just go through and tighten these up and make sure everything is in the right place. So that looks pretty good, doesn't it? And I'm going to just tie a little knot in there. For now, I'm going to just leave these, just in case I want to dingly dangly something off them. So there we go. Make sure all of these are in here. Nice and tight. Make sure I've got them all up the right way. So let's just tie that little knot through this one. Where's the middle? There we go. Nice and tight. I find all these little iridescent flowers all over the place. I'm going to have to pop something else in on that tree. Maybe I will just pop some little bits of stickles on. But I do like these flowers, but I just can't get them to stick for some reason. There we go. See, look, we've got them all over the place. This one. And then what I'm going to do is just probably on my next video I will get some bits together to, I think I'm going to collage, maybe pop fabric and all sorts. The nice thing about doing this, sewing the signatures in like this, okay, so that's done. Nice thing about sewing the signatures in like this, you don't have anything on the spine, so I can actually decorate all of this, and I want it to look a little bit more sort of foresty. So we're going to have lots of little bits of fabric and things on it. So this is going to be stuck onto here like that, on that side, and that one on that side. So obviously we will get that in the middle, so that will be lovely. Whether I'm going to cover this up and pop that on top of something else, make sure we get it right in the middle, but I will do that. But love it, I love it. So that is how it looks, a nice big chunky journal, which is lovely, isn't it? And I'm loving it. So there we go, guys, that is a quick one just to show you how I'm sewing those in. I will add the rest of the little bits. I've took some of the bits out of here, but I can't wait to give you a good flip through of this once I've got everything in it. But I will make some more little embellishments and stuff to go in it, because again, if you saw my video, I got some of these lovely little dragonflies. I've got some little stamps, some little mushroom stamps and things like that to pop in it. And plus I did actually, and one of these, look at this one, this is one of my resin dragonflies. Now I'll pop a link to this video, and what I've done, I've stuck it in here with some glue gun, because that's the strongest thing I thought would help. And then let's just pop one of these in, and then it's like a little journal card holder. But I just think that looks really, really lovely. Now I do have a few of these that I made, and I think they will look fab. Oh, and another thing I was going to say, now I'm going to take that out, let's pop that to the side. I found this, which is some fencing. Now this is from one of the cheap shops near me, and I just thought, wouldn't that look lovely on the front of the journal, like a little fence. So I couldn't resist. I thought I would get that as well. So I think I will probably paint that. I might just ink that up, just pop that in some brown and green and make it a little bit grungy. But I thought it would be quite nice on the front of the journal with sort of like bits of moss and things on it. So I'm going to just gather up some little bits and pieces and then we will do something with the journal cover and make that all sort of like foresty. But there we go, guys, that's how I am popping in the signatures. So It's us for today, so thank you very much for joining me. Please stay safe, take care, and I will see you next time. All right guys, bye bye.